There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Hope you have a wonderful evening. What the hell am I doing here? Okay, sorry. I was just sitting, well, playing Star Citizen. How are you guys doing tonight? As you can probably guess, it's gonna be some Star Citizen. We're gonna do some mining. It's gonna be a little different than I actually thought because I just found something like 10 minutes before the live stream, and it's gonna throw some things up in the air. But I'm gonna explain that in a lot more detail here in a second. How are you doing tonight? How are you guys doing in 317, by the way? I'm getting some pretty good FPS. I'm sitting in area 18 now at 52 FPS. Usually I could barely break 40. I mean, I'm inside a building. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm going to have the FPS counter up on screen so you guys can see it as well. Robert, when I saw your title, I was like, oh, hello. Exactly. That's going to be some interesting things here. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing, Dunkel. I'm seeing the plus 10 FPS compared to what I had before. Nice, like it. Go to Lowell, FPS is 30. Okay, we'll stay away from Lowell then. The Star Citizen VR worth it. So VR is, as I know, far as I know, only supported from like community like mods and those kind of things. So I would say it's janky at best. Lowell is the new, yeah. Well, you can't have it all. I wonder what they did to Lowell that caused so much FPS lag. We have Dark Nation says, by the way, Down to Earth, you used to watch your Elite videos all the time, and you were awesome. Very informative. Thank you very much. Still do Elite videos from time to time, and now also Star Citizen. Is the clouds, volumetric clouds? Yeah, but we have volumetric clouds in other cities as well. Okay, I think we should just jump in game because I actually have a lot we need to do today. But we need to set up the light goal today. What do you guys think? Where should we be at today? 100, 120. What do you guys say? Let's do 120. Let's do 120 today, and then let's just get in game. I'm just gonna jump us in game here. I'm gonna put myself in the corner today, the other corner that I usually do, because then I can keep the FPS counter up there. You can keep an eye on that. I'm just moving some stuff around here on my character because I just want to get him like semi-decently equipped here. So I have a pyro mining tool, and I'm gonna attach a. There's a cutter attachment and there's a trax beam attachment. I guess this is the mining attachment. Oh, there's a trax beam. Cutter. That's the mining attachment. Okay, nice. The reason why I'm moving stuff around is because I needed a bigger backpack. We gotta take the other one. That was. That's much better. And now with that backpack, we should have been able to carry. Where did I put those? Oh, those are under other. Nope. I have a lot of fruit I picked up at some point. I should probably sell that. Here we go. There they are. Bormax. Saber. I'm just gonna get 2 more of each now that I actually have room for it. So one of the things that I saw you have this wave shift where there's the PTU as well.
Why can't anyone put things back where they found them? It's not my job to pick up after you.
I'm just buying stuff. So I didn't notice the Boramax, and I didn't notice the wave shift in the PTU. I might just have missed them completely, but the fact that they are here means that I've already like I did. So the idea with the live stream was I've already done like some builds, and I just want to go fit them out. Let's go. But now that we have some additional ones, we're gonna have to go and there we go. We're gonna have to go and check that out. So I'm gonna head out, and we're gonna go and oh, hold on. I just had a little bit of screen sharing there, so I thought. Well, maybe not. Okay, let's see if it continues. Oh, right, I know why. I need to go in and just make sure my graphic settings, because I like use a folder. Easy on. Yes, please. That should probably help. So now we're down to 30 FPS. This is more what I'm used to in this area. Was that VSync that killed the FPS that much? Hold on, I lost again. Try very high to high. Okay, let's try this. Find metric clouds. VSync is on. Still see 30. Was that just VSync that just completely tanked my frame rates? No, maybe it's just the area. Put it back on. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna have to play around with it. I was seeing really good FPS, but now I'm up to 30 again. But again, I am also running it at 4K. Okay, looking into the ground, we can actually boost the FPS up to the 50 area, but as soon as we look out the window, we're down to 30. Well, there's a door missing. Oh, hold on. To game settings, show hints. Oh. Motion blurs off, build grains off. Oh, there we go. Yeah, much better. Chromatic aberration to 0.
Now arriving.
B says, I see D2A with live. I have to come and give the thumbs up. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Yeah, that's a lot better. This is very playable. Okay, so the plan now is we're gonna go get our prospector. And then we're gonna take said prospector. And we're gonna fly it out to Argyle 1. And we're just gonna check out there for more
Welcome to the ASOC vehicle retrieval system.
for more of these mining gadgets, and then we're gonna talk about some builds. We're gonna make a build. I don't know why I have 2 of them. I shouldn't have 2
Vehicle
prospectors.
selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
Oh, that might be it. Oh, 60 FPS in an elevator. Oh, the screen tearing. My god, the screen tearing. Sorry, I would rather lose some FPS and then not have screen tearing. Because, oh my god. That thing. G-Sync. Yes, my monitor is G-Sync, but I'm also sending it out to a capture card. And that means when I'm running the capture card, I have to disable VSync. No, sorry. I have to enable VSync when I'm running the capture card because the capture card is obviously not G-Sync enabled. So, yeah. But when I'm just running the monitor, G-Sync is enabled. So you see if the ACC button is working better now. One press. Wait for it. Nothing. Another longer press. Nothing. Maybe it's... Oh, right. It's, of course, it's not bound here, so it was only bound over on... it was only bound over on... on the PTU. Where was the call ATC? Social General? Vehicle cockpit. Light somewhere. Light movement. Probably towards the bottom. Toggle VTOL. Very last setting. Request landing. There we go. That worked.
Clear to launch.
Oh, hold on. Uh-oh, inversion settings are off. Hold on. Okay, my roll is right. My yaw is right. But my pitch is wrong.
Thank you, and please visit.
Just gonna go and fix that. I'm just gonna see which joystick device it is. So it would be under flight, movement, pitch up down is y-axis on the main controller. Okay, so that's controller 1. Controls on the POTAS 1. Inversion settings. Flight. Oh, flight movement, of course, there it is. Flight pitch. Yes. Okay, that's better. Much better. Okay. Ah! Yeah, okay. Something's wrong with my fire buttons. Hold on a second. Vehicle. Where would fire buttons be? Vehicle weapons. Fire all. Fire weapon group 1. Ground vehicle, general weapon fire. That's fine. Fire weapon group 2. There, that's fine. Let's just fix ground vehicles too. Ground vehicles, general. Fire all weapons. Fire weapon group 1. Fire weapon group 2. There we go. Okay. So now... Yeah, we could rebind them from the PTU. That would probably be an easier way to go about it, to be honest. 90% of them is working. There's always just some of them that gets wrong for some reason. Oh, we don't have line of sight to it. Hold on. Need a... Come on. Must be a orbital marker somewhere. Where are all the orbital markers at? That's probably one, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So that should be one. Okay, we're just gonna go to Lyria. Stop halfway there. So what I need now is I need to go and see all the other... Oh, no, stop that. All the other stats, just to verify them for the The other 3 that I haven't seen yet. Any of you guys, can you confirm how many different mining devices there is? Is there a list somewhere? I've spotted 6 so far. Assuming all the ones that were in the PTU also in the live server. But my plan is, you can see here, these are the builds that I was trying out earlier. But I have to check if those are still the case. Stalwart and Akunis are the harder to find ones. Stalwart's also really powerful. That bug is not fixed. That bug is not fixed. Yeah, I found the same on the wave shift and the Boromax so far. Are you gonna list, Dunkel? Okay, so there are 6 different ones. And it seems that we have the stats on the wiki. So even if we do not have them here, we can actually just go and pull them off the wiki. Oh. Oh, I need to set the space brake can use boost setting. Try one push, see if we get a landing pad for this. Seems no landing pad. There was a little audio indication. Just get chat back over here on the other screen. Spam it a bit.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, you still just need to be persistent. Limiter down, lowering landing gear, and
Landing gear down.
so my strafe is right. Okay, everything seems to be in order now with the controls.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Okay, let's just get inside and see what they have available here. Turn the music volume down. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is neat. Hold on, I'm just gonna
Welcome
get this thing
to the
stored.
ASOP Vehicle
Hey,
Retrieval
Dave.
System.
Prospector. Store. Have you guys noticed this? Hold on. Storage. There we go. So you look at the screen on the like right on, it has colors. But look at it. When you look at the screen's off angle, you get that effect that the screens. You know, when you look down at LCD display, if you look at it at extreme angles, you get color fringing. And like the color, not color fringing, but the colors are all. How cool is that? They use NT displays in the future. Apparently NT displays with touch capability for some reason. I mean, come on, that is amazing. I know it's just a silly thing, but it just adds... Like, those are the kind of attention to details that just makes me, like, absolutely love this game. I mean, they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to put, like, color effects in depending on your view angle on the screen. But they went ahead and did anyway. Oh, there we go. I'm doing great. We're playing around with mining gear today, so every day you get to go and mine is a good day. I just need, hold on, I need to do something here. I need to take all those mining devices that I just picked up, put those back into station storage. There we go. Now we can go and buy more stuff. Hey, T-coaching, nice. 27.5, hello and welcome.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome. We just got a few new items in, so make sure to check them out.
See what they got. They got the Okuninis, Saber, Bormax, Stalwart here. Nice. Let's just check the stats on the Okuninis. And type it into my spreadsheet. So, instability is -40. Optimal charge rate. Overcharge. Optimal charge rate is 100. Resistance is 10. Charge window -15. Overcharge rate is 100. And that's it. There's no shadow damage on it. And it comes with a price tag. Oh, I'm writing at the wrong one, and I am. That's supposed to go there. And the price tag was 23,000, like so. Okay, that's for the Saber. We have that. We have the Bormax. We have the Stalwart here, which is 20,190. Where is the Stalwart? Stalwart. 20,190. And stats. I mean, come on. You know, if you come to my live streams, there will be spreadsheets. And I don't want to disappoint you guys. So we have -30 on the resistance. We have the optimal charge rate at 100. We have the shatter damage at -50. That's nice. So you don't take damage if it blows up, but let not count on that. Instability is +15. And is that overcharge rate? overcharge rate is 200%. Jesus. Okay, optimal window size is 0. Then we just need the Optimax thing here. I'm just gonna steal that off the wiki. Because that's easier. We don't have to go and look it up. Let me see. Optimax from Grey Cat Industries. The Optimax gives us -20 on instability. Oh, that's on instability. So instability is -20. Why are you not centered? Why are you stupid? Thank you. Optimal charge rate. Optimal charge rate is 35. Optimal charge window is 20. Resistance is also +15. And the shadow damage is 150% plus, with no bonus to the, or nothing on there. And oh, because these are not, oh, hold on. Need to center line, all that stuff. Okay, there we go. Now I can close down, I can see chat again. So this is the stats that we have to deal with. And let me explain my my thoughts here. I'm gonna remove the modules. And remove the modules here. Okay. So basically, the way I see it, there are two different like schools of thoughts when it comes to mining, right? You can either go with a Lancet head, which has, so you can, okay, so just to explain this, the numbers here. You can see the Lancet head has -75 and -75 on resistance and instability. So that's why I've written 25 here. So that means that the instability and the resistance is going to be, oh, I forgot the price. Yes, thank you, Dunkel. 27,625. Okay. And then just put that up there. Okay, so when you can see here on the Lancet head, the stats here, it has -75%, and that means that it is going to have, just the Lancet head alone, is going to have 25% of the original value of the rock, right? And you can see here it's -30 on the optimal charge rate, so there's 70% left. And the same thing here. Optimal window size, it has a 40% bonus, so you get 140% of the original value. So all these are percentages of the original value of the rock. And as you go down the list, the module stack. So the torpedo here, this is what does a Lancet plus a torpedo look like? And it looks like this, right? And I've done the same thing with the Helix head here. You can see -10 on resistance, we're down to 90, -30 in stability, we're down to 70. 20% to optimal charge rate, 15% the window. So those are just the stats. Now, so here's the thought, and I've been thinking a lot about this over the weekend. Here's my thought. There are two schools of thoughts when it comes to mining. Either you take a Lancet head, which naturally has that huge reduction in instability, which we're going to need in order to mine Quintinium because it is highly volatile. The problem with the Lancet head is it has some significant power issues. It doesn't put out a lot of power, meaning that the Lancet head traditionally have had some issues with rocks over 5,500, right? It has less power. So we haven't run the power output here, but it has way less power. And that means that the Lancet head has problems when you go up to like 5,500. I tried it doing the PTU, and I was able to push it up to, with mining modules, by further lowering that resistance. You can get it up to around 6,000, I think. But you're never going to be able to get as high as you can with the Helix head because of that huge power output on the Helix head. That means you can push it up to, I would say, above 8,000 tons. So 8,000 is probably going to be close to the limit, but you can mine significantly larger rocks. So you can go up and take the heaviest class of rocks with the Helix set because it has that extra power output. Yeah, I know you can do 6K with a Lancet, but I mean I've done it as well in the PTU, but it does require some work. But here's my point. The two schools of thought are either you go Lancet and you just try to lower that resistance as much as you can while keeping your instability low as well as keeping that window size, right? The other method could be to go and take a helix head, which has the power, but it doesn't have the necessary reduction in the instability, so we need to get that somewhere else. Oh, yeah, I need the stats for that then. I don't have those. Dunkel asked if I could add the what was the name of it again? The Arbor. What are the stats on the Arbor? Is it just flat 0% all the way? This is this is nothing. This is just like me prototyping, researching for video spreadsheets. Something that doesn't need to be a finished product. It just needs for me to prototype stuff fast. Hold on, give me a second. I need to go and look up a video because I know that I did a video on it. And it's on the other screen. Let's go and fight that. Get chat back so I can see you guys. Jesus, there's a lot of mining guides on YouTube. Okay, I thought I could just like search my way, but I have to go and actually search it through my own channel. Yeah, but it's a good idea to add the Okay, here we go. I found my video. Here, that's from my own video. So these are the resolution, please. Could we get just something that doesn't look super terrible? We're looking for mining lasers. Here we go. Wow.
Percent.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's just
to instability.
So that is just 0% all the way through, right? Let's get back to the spreadsheet. Let's make some room for, let's say, 1, 2, 3 modules. And then add a line. 7. And then add the arbor in here. Okay, we gotta take these stats and look at those later. I can't remember if there's any overcharge rate thing on the modules, so I have to go and look that up later. Okay, so on the Lancet head, I think if we're gonna go and we're gonna see if we can find some reductions in in the resistance. Bore max would be optimal, right? The problem with the bore max is that minus 50% on the overcharge rate, which is already low because of the torpedo. We're already down to 56, so getting a further is going to put us down, so it's going to charge up super slowly, and we're going to lose that window size, which we don't want to. Other options is to use a stalwart. Now this is more optimal because it only gives us a little bit on the instability, but it does reduce that resistance. We could use the wave shift. Wave shift would actually be optimal for this, right? So if we add here, we can say plus. Whoa, caps lock. Hello. If we add a wave shift, right, we end up with minus 40%. So that is that value there times 0.6. So we are to 12%. Then we have times 1.1. Slightly more on the instability. Not much, doesn't really matter. Here we still just have the same carrying over. And here we get a 25% bonus to the size, meaning we have that times 125, and we're up to a pretty sizable window, I would say. This, I think, would be a good Lancet head build. Yeah, but it must be like some setting that's just permanently just disable caps lock. What about the scanning nerf? Is there anything you built? Not really. Unless it turns out that... Okay, so if it turns out that that Lyria is not a good place to mine anymore, we're going to have to move up other places. If we can't find those big rocks in those places, then the Helix head is not going to be that interesting. But I think this would be my... This would be probably where I would be considering to put this. You could... If you wanted to, you could add a stalwart as well if you want to spend a second one. I would consider putting in a stalwart there, because that's gonna mean we're gonna get that times 0.7. We're gonna get that there times, what's that, 115. But here, we're gonna get that times 2 for that faster charge rate again, which is nice. And here, this one just carries over. So that brings us down to 8% resistance, and there's not much more to gain after this point. We have reduced so much now that that's probably as good as it gets. So I would say for Lancet, I would go with a torpedo when charging up, and then have the wave shift and the stalwart going on when we are cracking. But this I would only use those two on the first initial crack for the first big crack. For all the smaller fragments, we don't need it, because we don't need that reduction in the resistance anymore, because the fragments are now so small that the Lancet head can easily handle them on its own without that further reduction of resistances. So this would probably be my recommended build for a Lancet head. So again, torpedo when charging up. So I'm gonna go torpedo, and then after that, as soon as you go into the green area, is it stampede like that? I can't remember how it's spelled. Is it actually with an I? There should be a stampede in here somewhere. Are they not selling stampede modules here anymore? Or am I blind? Does the torpedo? Oh, there it is. It is spelled stampeded. Stampeded module. Yeah. So the stampeded module, whatever, is you have +2 instability, but you have that 125% bonus to your to all charge rates, which of course means that then you're gonna end up with a charge rate there of then plus times 2.25, like 250% of the initial value. So more like 2.5 times the initial value. You're gonna fill that window up real quick, real fast. And actually going to be even better because you're not going to get the drawback from the torpedo module, so it's going to be even fast. It's going to be quick, trust me. And with a nice big window there, I'm not too worried about the 31% instability. So I would be pretty happy here, the way it is now. Actually, you know what? Let's just do something here. Let's just say this is it when yeah, this is it when you are going up towards the window. When you hit the window, you're gonna swap that over with the stampede. And what was the stampede again? 10 to instability and 125% to overcharge rate. So here we get that resistances remain the same. We get instabilities gets 10%. Optimal charge rate gets 2.25. And this one remains the same. Okay, there we go. So this is the way I would build it on a Lancet head. Torpedo with a wave shift, maybe a stalwart if you want to. And you can see there, if you put that stalwart on, the only reason why is really you just get that massive spike in overcharge rate. 3 times the overcharge rate. So it just fills that window up so quickly. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Now for the Helix, it is slightly different because the Helix's main problem is, of course, that it doesn't have that massive reduction in instability. And that means we need to get that anywhere else. And I think the best way to do that is getting it through a brand module. We actually saw it in here before. There. So the brand modules gives you -75 on instabilities. All charge rates goes down by 25%. Heat generation goes up. Signature size goes up. Not really caring too much about that. But the fact that we get that -75% on instability, which you can see I've done here. And I've for some reason done -50% on optimal charge rates, but it's only -25. So I'm just gonna fix that. There we go. So now you end up in this situations that you get the instability down actually lower than what the Lancet head has, because you already have the -30 that's native to the Helix. Obviously the resistance is high. We're only getting it down to 90%, but it doesn't really matter because we have the power on the Helix head to just power through it. What I was considering, let me see here, was if you wanted, because you cannot use any more active modules. So again, adding a wave shift. See, the nice thing now is I can just take this, and just say copy. I just copy the wave shift in there. There we go. So we could add a single wave shift. That's gonna bring the resistance down again. So we have an easier time charging up. Instability is going to go up a little bit, but we are going to get that bigger window size. So the question is that those basically like less than 2% increase in instability. 2% points, I should say. It is a 10% increase. Is that little bit extra instability that you get? Is that worth it compared to getting that much bigger window size? Personally, I think it is, but it's not a given, and it's something we would have to check and test basically. But the whole thing, here's a really important point I want to bring through with the Helix head, and that is you don't want, like the way you use it here, because what you're trying to optimize is the window size and the instability, those stats remain the same across the rocks. Like if you have a high percent, if you go to the next fragment, it's also going to be unstable, and it's also going to have a small window size. That means you are forced to go, if you're using the Helix head like this with a wave shift on it, you're going to have to put it on the main rock, go back in, mine the rock, go back out, pick it up. And then you go, or pick it up, go to the next fragment. No, you haven't scanned the fragments yet. So what would you actually do? You would go out, put it on the rock, crack the rock open, scan the next one you need to crack, go out, pick it up, put it over on the next one, go in, scan, crack that rock, and then like there's a lot of going in and out, in and out, in and out, constantly moving these things around. That takes a lot of time. So I'm actually considering trying to play the Helix and just a brand module and nothing else, and see if I can make that work. Now for the Arbor, we're gonna have to come back to that. I need some more time to think about that, because I need to look. I don't have the stats in the spreadsheet for all the passive modules, or maybe I have them right here. Do I have them right here? Hold on. Passive consumables. Here we go. Torpedo. Hold on. It was a brand. Look at that. They've changed it. In my own video here, it says it's minus 50. That's why I put 50, and I looked it up here. But actually looking at the stats in game, it's now minus 25. So these modules have been rebalanced as well. Hold on. Does that mean that are the torpedo stats then also correct? Torpedo minus 20, all minus 20. Torpedo. Look at that. Yeah, okay, so that's right. That's correct. Okay. Stampeded. Plus 10 instability and plus, that sounds like that's the same. Maybe I did a mistake in the video. That's a possibility. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Each laser can be specialized to different parts of the process. One laser to break. Yeah, exactly. I mean, what you could do, let's just for fun, let's just take a quick Lancet head here, right? Look at this. If I take a Lancet head, and I add a module, and I will go with a Stampede module on that, I can increase overcharge rates and as well as optimal window size by just firing the. Oh, we don't even need that. Like, you could just use the Lancet head as a support laser. Vaux and Helix. Vaux and Helix. But Vaux is a passive module, isn't it? Minus 10% instability, minus 4% window size. So what you're saying, Dunkel, is... I'll just move this one down as well. So we use that as a consumable. So you're saying we should try to add a Vaux in there? It's only 20,000. Yeah, let's just try it out. So minus 10 to instability, minus 4 to window size. So that means that the resistance carry through. Just center this. The instability. Oh. Oh, we need to update these down here. Optimal charge rate, carry through, and window size times 96. And then these one here. Oh, hold on, I've also messed this up, haven't I? It was minus 25%. So this one needs to be 75. There we go. Oh, I messed that up. My bad. Oh, damn it. Astro, you're messing up your spreadsheet. Don't mess up the spreadsheet, Astro. There we go. Yeah. I mean, technically. No, hold on. No. This is right. This is 25. What am I doing? Right? Yes, it is minus 70%. That was right. Okay, here we go. I thought I was... Okay. Now we're down to 17% instability. So with this combination, actually, here, with the wave shift on it, you have less instability than a Lancet head would usually have, and you have almost the same size, same window size. That is, of course, without mining modules. That might actually be an interesting build to go. Should we go and try that? Like, take a Helix head, install a Vaux, and then double up on brand modules, and then just bring a wave shift or two with us and see how it goes. I think we're gonna do that. Do they sell Vaux here? They do. Vaux C3. There it is. There's one. 20,000. Let's buy one. And then I need, like, just buy a number of brand modules here. And then we needed, what was it, wave? Just save the spreadsheet actually. Wave shift. Oromax. I don't think they have the wave shift here though. No, they don't. Yes, I did use the Vaux 3 module, right? So 10% on instability and 4% here. Yes, I did. That's right. No, okay. But I did bring some, so that's okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our wave shift and put that on our backpack. And I'm just gonna bring one because I only have 2 with me. But it's okay because I can bring them from Area 18. So every time I buy stuff in Area 18, I'm just gonna head down and buy more, and then bring them back. Bring a full backpack of them. I think I can carry 8 or something back every time, which should be plenty. So let's carry that there, and then let's go and check our ship. Do you remember where the wave shifts were purchased? Yeah. So Area 18, go down to Dumpers Depot, underneath Astra Armada. You can find it there. Are you kidding me? I swapped out the laser. Oh, we have to go back now anyway, I guess. I could have sworn that I swapped that laser out when I was in Area 18, but okay. Clearly I didn't. I still have the arbor, the basic arbor laser. Okay. Well, that's great. No, Alex, I haven't had the chance to try the Starfarer fuel. I was considering if I would have time for it tonight, but I think what I'll do is I'll have to do it in the future live stream. We can go and play around with that. Yeah, it's likely on the other prospect. I just thought I selected Prospector 1, and that was the one I decided to put it on. But maybe I didn't. People ask what the point of the spreadsheet is. We are calculating mining builds. So that means... Hold on, should we bring some stuff from here? Hold on, we need to bring... Can we carry these, or are they too big? Oh, they're small. Okay. Just take 2 Brad modules with us as well. And a Vouch C3 module too. Oh, no, no. I want to keep my arms. Thank you. Okay, so we have that underneath there, and then we have... Yes. Because that's what we're going to need to install in the laser.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Hold on, if it's installed on that one, I should be able to just claim it. That would be a lot faster.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you. Please visit us again.
There we go. People ask if it's going to be a meta build. Maybe. I don't know. Oh yeah, food and water. That's a good point. Any stores around here? They never have stores on this level. They don't sell food and water at the Easy Hab, do they? No, they don't.
Hi, welcome to the store.
Yeah, you can buy toilet paper and handcuffs. Guns. Fire assembly, the Sosa suits. Where's the food court? No smoking. That's the dead end, isn't it? It's upstairs. Food court. Up. Drinking. And then you just throw the thing. And let's just bring some extra water or extra drink. Let's drink by one of those as well. Stop. Thank you. Buying options were a lot more smooth than they used to be. Nomads, check. As always, I end up spending an hour into the live stream before I get back to go anywhere. Okay, let's see if we got the right ship now. Prospector 2 also has an arbor. Prospector 1. I don't get that. I don't get it. I must have either it didn't save or something.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Still, a filter to see only local ships would be nice.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Oh yeah, that's right, Dongle. But I can't transfer it from there, can I? Nope. I don't know if they... Did I have a whole A? If it is, then it's because it's ship of the month or something. Something's going on here. Come on.
Thank you, and please visit again.
See, where's Area 18 now? There it is. Hello, Keeper. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, I know at least I bought a Helix head, unless that has disappeared as well. I'm looking for money. Less than $1 million. I need to get mining to make some money now. DGD says, the Star Citizen worth it to try it for a couple of games, but I got sick of the FPS and bugs. Well, it still has bugs that you're gonna have to work around. FPS got a lot better for a couple of days. Yeah, the FPS got a lot better in the patch we got like a few days ago. Most people got like plus 10 FPS, which was pretty good, I think. But whether it's worth it, that depends. Hey, Matt. I would still say, like, if people are on edge about getting Star Citizen, I mean, if you already tried it, maybe you already have access to it, then I would say, like, give it a go. I mean, that doesn't hurt. But if you do not have access to the game, you are considering whether you should go into it or not. What you can do is there are free fly events relatively frequently. So, like, stay tuned for when they show up. Then you can play the game for free for like a week or two. Then you can try it out, see how it runs on your machine, see if you like the gameplay, see if you want to have more, and then you can wait until after the free fly event to make a decision. What you can do right now is if you go to getstarcitizen.d2a.com and you sign up for a account there, you can see the code at the bottom of the screen. If you use that code, you're gonna get some extra starting credits if you decide to eventually buy the game. If you don't, well, no harm done. But if you do decide to get it, there's some extra starting credits in it for you. And I get some cool stuff and things in the game. Ships and weapons and those kind of things. Free fly is the end of this month. Okay, so there's like less than a month until the next free fly event. Okay, where's the starport? Starport's over there. Let's get some power to these engines. Let's get going. Look at that matte black paint job on the Prospector. It looks nice, right? Eagles event, the military event. How is that different from like Fleet Week? I can never tell these apart. It's always like, yeah, there's some ships on display, and people can play for free. Javelin tour. Oh, nice. Oh, a Hex. Hey, X-Toe. Nice to see you on the live stream. How goes the mining? Oh, so far we've been theory crafting a lot. We're just gonna go down here to pick up a mining laser. Let's look at that. It's even a little hazy today and it still looks good. Contact ATC to land. Let's try this. One click. See if it gives us a landing pad. Gonna take over manual throttle control. Triple click.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay. Just need to be persistent. Got hangar 5. Pull that throttle lever way back. Slow us down a little bit. Speed limiter. You can pull that even further like so. So now this is full throttle. There we go. And then the usual tactic with coming in at an angle. And then putting your nose right up there. Then level the ship out. And use your thrusters. And probably lower your landing gear as well. Otherwise it's probably going to be a bad landing. Wait for those landing gears to come down. Set it at level. And touchdown. Oh, it pitches up a little bit, okay.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Okay, while we are heading in, and we're just going to quickly fit the proper laser for this mining test, then I just want to remind you guys that we have a like goal today at 120 likes. So that means if we can get the stream up to 120 likes, I'll be setting up a discount code for you guys on the merch store. Oh, hello. Oh, we actually need to go to the terminal. So if you haven't dropped a like yet, I would really appreciate if you would go down and do that.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
There. Prospector. Store. Stored.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Yeah, I know, Dongle.
Obey all security and customs personnel at all times.
Misk.
Their job is
Misk
your
Prospector. Utility. Helix. Save. The little exclamation mark is now gone. We just verify this before we go anywhere and just close the whole thing and open it up again.
But while in the Stanton system and on ArcCorp, all UEE common laws are
Yes.
still in effect.
Stampede, all the Stampede and Torpedo. I don't know why I have this many.
Only authorized personnel are permitted access to level 3 secure zones. Please be mindful of posted signs.
For the latest travel information, be sure to check the departure
So,
and arrival
brand
logs
goes there.
conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
A second brand module and a Vaux C3. Wait for the exclamation marks to go away, and we are good to go. I still have my yes, I still have my wave shift there.
Your personal
Oh,
belongings
there's a
are your
lot of
personal
sliders in that one. Look at that.
Monitor your luggage at all times.
Oh, I have the waves. We can go and get more later, but for now we're just gonna bring the one that we have. Oh. It's Astro. Maybe I should actually call my ship to a hangar first.
Welcome to the ASOC Vehicle Retrieval System.
Integrated corporate parks offer amenities
Vehicle
such as
selected.
resource sharing and
Stand
logistical
by.
pairing for our rental partners. Inquire today.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
Our code, your new code.
Yeah, Joseph, you're right. I mean, it has been slow with subscriber growth. Joseph said that he's glad to see that the subscribers are slowly and surely increasing. Only 8,000 left to 100k. That is correct. We are getting there. It is slow at the moment. I will admit that. Oh, hangar in. Hold on. Hangar 2. But with the low interest in Elite at the moment, and the fact that I haven't. I think I haven't embedded myself in the Star Citizen community yet in the same manner as I have in the Elite community. But that's hopefully it's gonna happen eventually. No, it's not necessarily Elite's fault. No, I mean, come on. It's very straightforward. If you go back and like go to something like Social Blade or any of those sites that tracks YouTube channels subscriber growth, right? And then take all the top Elite YouTubers or live streamers or whatever, and then compare the shape of the graph with player numbers on Steam, and they are correlated, and it makes sense. If there's a lot of interest in the game, there's a lot of players playing the game, you're gonna see an increase in subscribers. So of course you are dependent on subscriber growth from the games that you cover. That's just the natural nature of a gaming YouTuber.
You are clear to launch.
I don't know, there's just something satisfying. Even though, you know, I've been playing this game for like a while now, that hangar opening, even though it takes like 10 seconds where you're just sitting and looking at doors opening, is still just so satisfying. DKD says stop playing Elite Dangerous now, reached 500 hours, which is rookie numbers really, but they're not interested in developing it.
Thank
like
you.
the players won't
Please
anymore.
visit again.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of players will agree with you. We'll see. Tomorrow's gonna be interesting. Where Frontier's gonna talk both about what's gonna happen with the console transfer. Hopefully we get an answer for that. But also, even more interesting, they're gonna talk about what's gonna happen with the future of Elite Dangerous. What are their plans for the remainder of the year? I just really hope, that they are not just gonna... There's gonna be lots of exciting content, but they're actually gonna have some specifics, because if they just hand wave something, then people are just gonna go, nope. I think there'll be a lot of people watching tomorrow. It's gonna be a very interesting stream. Almost out of Atmos. Need to go up to 11 kilometers. We can begin actually charging now, so that we have the quantum drive fully charged. And there's 11 kilometers. I don't mind as much if they're like walking around the topic a little bit. If they want to do all the disclaimers first, by all means, let them do that. Because I don't mind if they spend time saying, oh, we are not really 100% sure, but these are the things we're working on. But I just really hope they're gonna be specific and be clear about we are working on this specific thing that we want to add to the game, and not just the usual exciting content coming. We can't share anything right now, but we're really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. We've heard that so many times that I don't know. Okay, let's find a place to mine. Let's just go with that one there. That looks like a nice place. Oh, there's some stuff over here. Just see those. Processing. Security. It's all processing here. Just go there. Yeah, exactly. It just lost all meaning. Yeah, I agree. From over Twitch says that it needs to be a good stream. We need some good news and vibes. Absolutely. I forgot to check. I wanted to check that before we left. Okay, that is a helix head. I just wanted to see the laser there at the front. But that is, in fact, a helix head. Okay, so regarding the console transfers, now that we are talking about the Frontier livestream tomorrow. Oh, hold on. I need to do something first. Where is that setting to let the game settings space break using boost? Flight, speed limiter default. Space brake engine boost. Yes. There we go. Okay, let's head out towards the mountains. We had one really close, but we're just gonna go out to the mountains first. Let's open up the scanner. Still no scanning at range here. No scanning at all at this one. Yeah, stuff is broken right now. I'm just gonna see if this was a general issue or... See, still no scanning here. Oh, this one is actually closer. Just take that one and then move. Oh, those were hand bindables. One as well. It's not a hand bindable. We can do visual inspections here. I can see that this is not continue. Yeah, but I was in scanner mode. Not it either. Oh, hold on. I got the scan. It was working. But I can see the mass. And I can see that it's not a continuum rock. Over on the left-hand side, I can see the mass, but the list of content is empty. Hold on, I need to head the other way. Is that all? Is it all inert?
Mining mode on.
No. Well.
Mining mode off.
I have to be within 100 now? Jesus, okay. You know what? I'm just gonna... I think the mining tactic now, because... I'm just gonna be using the ping to locate the rocks, and then I'm gonna do a visual inspection, because if we have to go so close anyway, we might as well just, like, visually identify the rocks. Take this one first. I was all zoomed in the scanner mode. I'm just going to do visual inspections of them. My speed limit is a little fast sometimes, so I'm just going to pull that back a little bit. And head out this direction. Hold on, so you can ping the box at a distance to check for clusters. So you're saying that I can sit here at a distance, open up my scanner, and then narrow my ping down to, like, if I set it to like 2 degrees, or just try that, and then I ping it. Ah. Now that's neat. So I can turn that all the way up. And then ping for a box. Yeah, okay. Okay, hold on, let's just try something then. We have this box here like 11 kilometers away. Just stop the ship here. So I point at the box. I lower my scan angle to 2 degrees, we give it a ping. It actually resolves. Now it's only a 6%, so you're saying that I can scan it. So I can't scan it now. Just need to move it to what, 40%? I am zoomed in. Look at that. Oh, I lost it. I need to zoom out a bit. %. No scanning. But it's interesting because we can look for double clusters with this, which we know has a decent chance of having continuum in it. So that means let's just try it over here on the plane where we haven't been. So I'm gonna move this out to 180 degrees, and then we got a ping. Slowly cruising along here. Okay, we got 2 of them out there, so let's stop ourselves here. Zoom it into 2% and then point ourselves only 1. That missed. And only 1 ping. So back out to 75. And continue to look. Okay. Have another one there. We're gonna fly right by that, so we're just not gonna bother with that. Just gonna keep scanning. We have one out there on the side, but I think we already been there. Yeah, but I'm looking for 2 pings. Oh, that was a lot of surface materials. Let me see what type it is. Dolomine. Okay, but if we just ping that one out there, then we point the crosshair right at it. And then we zoom us right into 2% and then ping that again. Nah, lost it. 5 degrees. 9 degrees. Okay, there it is. It just disappears. Single ping again. Have the same experience with rocks all. Okay. We can try to go. I mean, I know that quant rocks can be singles too, but at least we can find doubles. But it may have changed. I'm just experimenting right now with the scanning. Let's go back there. Where did it go? Oh, there it was. I thought it should be around here. Oh, hold on. Double spawn over there, that's quant. Okay, so we can't quite. Just checking. Oh, this is Quantinium 2. Oh, here we go, guys. Let's see how big this one is. Oh, that's a high percentage. Only 4,000 mass and 17. Let's just check those 2 over here. Because... high percentage there. Oh, sorry, a big window, so a low percentage, that's what I'm trying to say. Let's check this one. Big window as well, so nothing there. But I mean, 4,017% is kind of low. Okay, I can't resolve the content of it at this range. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's nothing. Got 2 over here. I still think it's easier just to like use the 180-degree ping and then just go close to them. That's, yeah, hand minables. And that's Quantinium. Or we're just having 2 markers on top of each other. We are just having 2 markers on top of each other, okay. Have I been to this one already? I don't recall. I don't think I have. It's not. It's not Quantinium. I'm not sure I've seen the video on the new scanning methods yet. No? There it is. Hand minables. I mean, if there were any way I could tell from a distance whether it was a Quantinium rock or not, then I'll be happy. Okay, let's experiment with this one here then. We slow us down here. Just look at this one, right? So we know there's one right there. Just refresh that. Go into the scanner. And lower that scan angle. Ping it again. And it should resolve into a rock. There we go. Now that rock, I cannot scan right now. I'm trying my best. In mining mode.
Mining mode on. Mining mode off.
But, I mean, it might be that I can refine it, but I still cannot scan this, even though I've zoomed all the way in, and I have... Now I'm zoomed all the way in. I have more than 50%. Yeah, okay, so, but... But if I have to be within, like, visual distance anyway, then instead of spending time, like, enlarging and making scan angles bigger and smaller, I think it's a lot more convenient there we go. To just go up and just like eyeball the rock and see what we find. Because if I have to be within 300 meters, and then I need to slow down, so I want to scan, yada yada yada, I'm just gonna do a flyby and see what's in the rock. Like, let's try it with this one here. So the tactic I would be using then, if I have to be that close anyway to scan, is just like keep pinging that rock there at 75 or 108 degrees. Keep going towards. We can even close the scanner. We don't need that. So now it resolves into a white dot. Still cannot scan it even if I wanted to. Have to wait for it to resolve into a rock like so. So there I could scan it, but instead of slowing down to scan it, I'm just gonna do a flyby like so and say, nope, that's not a continuum rock. Moving on to the next one. But I'm really having some bad luck. I'll just hire someone to scout. Yeah, that could probably work too. Oh, there's one there too. That does not look like a quark rock either. Nope. Is to have a fast mover ship to scan for you. Okay, but I still want to, like, that's all fine that you're gonna have a fast moving ship to prospect for you. But if that is the case, I mean, then it needs to be like twice as fast to find anything. Oh. Nope. I like to stick to the edges of mountains. I've had a lot of luck there before, but we can try to go out to the open plains and see if we find anything there.
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
We gotta run out of fuel. Don't have time. It's okay. Nope. Not having a lot of luck. double spawn. Here we go. Does it normally find this hard to fight quant? No, not normally.
Party mode on.
3,000 in the big window, so nope. Come on, RN Jesus. 8,000, yes, here we go. 15%. I'll take it. It's still an 8,000 mass rock. This is exactly the kind of stuff I'm looking for. So, we're gonna do 2 tests now. So remember, we have the Vox module. We have the Bandit modules on as well. I'm gonna do it without the wave on first, and then we're gonna put that on afterwards. Okay, can't land on a hill. Hold on. I just want to be sure that I'm landed, so I'm in the absolute same position between tests. There we go.
Engines off.
Nope. Huh, rock this. Oh, hold on. Controls. HOTAS 1. Inversion setting. Mining. Mining throttle. No. Do not invert my mining throttle, please. That's scary when you do that and things begin to go full throttle you don't want it to. What? Oh, hold on. I did it on the wrong thing. God damn it. Vehicle mining, switch laser, decrease mining laser power, input 3. So we go to controls, we go to input 3, we go to mining, and we do not invert mining settings for input 3. There we go. Yeah, that's better. See, we got enough power for this. There's no reason to start the Bandit module now, because remember the Bandit module, or the Brand module, only gave us a reduction in instability. We don't care about our instability while we're charging up here. Oh, are we actually not going to be able to do that? We might actually have to put the wave shift on to get the resistance down. It's not going anywhere. That's just instabilities forcing it to jump up sometimes. Yeah. I mean, we could pull some tricks here if we want to. Begin, move the laser around, those kind of things. But that's not going anywhere. Yeah. I think you're right. I'm gonna need help, but luckily I brought help. Yeah, so resistance is 0.43 right now. There we go. There it is. And Plop. Oh, stop that. Okay. Oh, you can actually get minus. %, is that as good as it gets? Let's put it there to start with. 55, 56, 60, 62. Bring that down there. Oh, this is only at 70% now. It's not enough to activate it. Okay, let's try something else. Just try to bottom out all those sliders to start with. See, now we have a higher percentage. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try a new tactic here. Why don't we center all the sliders to start with? And then we see how much we can gain out of this one. So this one is stable now at around 56. What about this one? Goes down. 70, 75. Ugh. $76. 76. What about this one then? Actual scatter. What is this? Uh, 81 there. Go back to the start. 82, 83, 84, 85. Six. Oh. This is difficult. Oops, I didn't have this much difficulty with it doing the PTU. Okay. Let's try to put this all the way to the top. Yeah, this is, I mean, doing the PTU, I could get it up to like 95% pretty easily. I'm just trying to find a good tactic here. So hold on. This one. The axis scatter determines the difference between it doesn't, no, it also moves. So the axis scatter kind of moves both the node, like where the cross point is, back and forth, but it also moves it from, so that's like a general curve. This one I need to learn this, because this one just moves the node a lot. So basically there are 2 points, right? Either this node here goes out here, or this node here goes in here. Let's try to see if we can get the node over to the left to start with. So if we put that there, pull that there. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Okay, so that node needs to go over there. So propagate equals the start point. Field range is the width of the signal. Yeah, and the scatter is the shift. Okay, so the start, so the propagate, yeah, that makes sense. Jesus Christ. Now my helmet visor is freezing up. Why is this thing jumping around like that? Oh, I landed inside of... Oh, great. The distortion from the screen is coming from my helmet freezing up. I think it's alone. There we go. Now we can see something again. Okay, 81 there. 82. 87. 88. Hold on. Stop that. Oh, that's not making it any easier. Jesus, game. Are you absolutely kidding me? 89, come on, 1 more %. Oh. 90%, I'll take it. Okay, I need practice with that. Fight a system. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just a question about... Maybe it's just a question about trying to see if you don't get an easy game right away, just like pull it off and put it on again and see if you get a different one that's easier. I'm gonna have to take off because I've been moving out of the way here. Landed on top of a rock, so I'm just gonna move my ship a little bit.
Engines off.
Okay, let's try that again. I don't think we're gonna get it by sitting passive. So we're gonna have to bring in some other tricks here. Gonna begin to slowly heat up the rock in an area. We can see the rock begin to crack, and then we're gonna move over to a new area. God, there's just so much more power in this thing than what I'm used to from the Lancet head. Like the speed at which the rock heats up. And you can see that, like the graphic, the visual for how quick the rock heats up so much faster. This is a good area. Let's keep it here for a bit. Oh no, I'm losing it. Come on. Come on. Try. Sometimes I have luck with just slowly orbiting the rock. Heating it up from all sides. This is essentially like roasting a chicken on a rotisserie, but instead of the chicken rotating, it's the heat source rotating around. Get a nice, even... Oh, look at that instability there. I'm gonna fire off that module so we have that. That brand module's going now. It should just help keep that instability in check. Let's give it a bit from the top, maybe. This is a difficult rock to mine. This requires some real, like, I'm pulling out all the tricks in the book right now to try and get this thing to break open. And it's fighting back. Here the rock begins to give. When I find a spot where the bar goes up, stay there. So like up there. Come on! You can do it! You can do it, Helix! Look at that. It's so close now.
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
Yeah, I know, that's fine. We almost got it. Gentle now. I think this is also the biggest rock I've ever tried to crack on my own. Just like this would be absolutely impossible on a Lancet head. No, I need that stability. Just try to find a new spot. Is teasing us right now, just sitting there right below the green window. Slowly searching for a good spot. Yeah, comes on. Comes on. Almost there. Oh. We were in the green there for a second. Ah, this is annoying. Come on. Oh, we're in the green. Keep it there, keep it there. We're barely in the green. Okay, down we go, there we go. Yes. Yes. Now where's my wave thingy? Yeah, it's probably gone now. I can't see it anywhere. I think we lost it. Okay, let's just identify the rocks that are worth it from this point on. 31% in that one. That should be nice. Come on. Really? Okay.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Okay, got that one. I like the little sound effects when you complete a scan.
Warning, power critical.
Can we actually complete it without the brand module? Yes, we could. Nice. Something there. Ah, that's good as well. Oh, this is a smaller one. Be careful with that. %. Okay, this one is very twitchy, so I'm gonna have to use another brand module.
Warning, power critical.
That one? Nope. Nope. I think I got most of it. I think we're just gonna try to take this.
Suction mode on.
24. Nothing in that one. Okay. It's not gonna be a perfect run, but we're gonna take what we can get. Nice big chunk there. Must be something that's a little bit bigger than all those like 50% chunks. There we go. See, that's more like a 300 mass pure continuum. That's the kind of stuff I'm looking for. Yes, if that would fall off, that would be nice so I can actually see what's going on in here underneath. Scanning that one. Also a very big chunk. No quant. This one there. Oh, come on. What was it? Coming at it from another angle. Okay. Try this one. Okay. Guess we're just gonna take those 40 and 20% rocks. I figured there would be more in here. What should it be, like 100% rocks in here? Yeah, of course. %. Nothing. I had at least 124% rock somewhere, I think. Maybe not. Did I collect all of those already? Well, guess we're just gonna take the 9% and leave then. Cargo full.
Mining mode off.
We still got a pretty decent haul out of this run. Get out of atmosphere. What ship do I recommend to start mining with? Prospector. There's no other choice, really. I mean, there are two mining ships in the game at the moment. There's the Prospector and there's the Argo Mole. The Argo Mole is like a 3-man ship. The Prospector is a 1-man ship. So absolutely go with the Prospector. Now, the interesting things we learned from this was we need to drop that resistance more. Because that was difficult. Okay, I think I have an idea. Hold on, give me a second here. We're just gonna go back, and then I think I have a mining build for the helix laser. That would be perfect. Because the problem we had here, even though, I mean, I know it was an 8.2k rock, it's pretty much as big as they come. But that was the difficult one. I'm thinking to try, is it the Saber? Yeah. Saber reduces instability as well. But also the window size. Maybe that's not worth it. Maybe we can get window size somewhere else.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
The problem is also the fact that on cruise control. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of using, instead of using the wave shift, instead of using the brand module, then find another module that helps us reduce resistance. No, it makes sense to use, because we need to reduce instability at all times. So we should use a brand module that does that. But maybe instead of using the wave shift for resist, so that is the big, use the Boromax. But the Boromax is gonna reduce our window size to half, so that's no good. Then we need to double that. We need to find the window size increase somewhere else. I like that it's difficult, that there's just not just one, there's not just one solution to this. Come on. Why does that open the map? I asked to open the contacts. No! I think we have a 30k incoming. Not to stress you or anything, server, but my ship is kind of exploding. Oh, let's do the chair test. Can I get out of the chair? Nope. Okay, yeah. Let's try to get it impounded. It's probably not gonna work.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, I'm landed now, but again, I can't get out of the chair. The server is dead. Yeah, that's a server crash. Well, that's a waste. I have. No, I thought. There's a bed. I can log out in the bed, but I can't. I can't get out of the chair. Yeah, server's dead, Jim. We don't have the warning yet. Yeah, we're gonna wait around. Oh, I keep forgetting to move this one, so I'm always like too far away from the microphone whenever I'm streaming. Forget to move it. I didn't see if I got the message that I left the Prospector channel. I have a exit seat button. Nope. Nothing. Because this one should open the comms panel, but it will not swap panels. Yeah, I think we have to quit the game. That's a shame. It's weird that it's not. I mean, usually by now it would have kicked me. Yeah, we're gonna kill the game. There we go. Game's gone. Okay, but what I wanted to discuss before was... So what I was thinking was, the problem was, okay, so we're going to need, if we're using the Helix head, we have to have those at least those minus 75% reduction in instability on all fragments, so that we cannot use... Because it would be easy to just take a saber that gives us the -2 instability, but we need it on all of the different fragments, and I don't want to have to bring, because we could lose one per fragment, and even though they are the cheapest ones, not the cheapest one, that's the Boramax, but they're still cheap. It's still, if I'm gonna lose like 5 of these in a trip, it still adds up to a lot of money compared to how much I'm bringing home. So that's why I'm thinking that we have to use the brand modules for that minus 75% on instability. Because first, brand modules are easy to find. They're dirt cheap. But then what? So what's the issue? So now we have... So what was the Vaux again? Vaux was less instability. Hold on. What if we didn't use a Vaux? What if we said brand? We need 2 brands because I'm going to use so many of them I don't want to run out. So what if we instead set of passive modules? Here we go. If you use a focus one. Focus might be interesting. right? -10 to instability plus 4, -10 to resistance plus 4 to instability. So if I instead swap this out for focus, wow, hold on. Like so. Oh, no, what was the resistance before? 54. We were down to 54%. And then this one, instability, is then times 1.04. And this one has then no penalty. Like so. Okay. So if we use that and focus and then fire off a brand module, that take care of the instability. So maybe the wave shift is not the right one. We need something that can further, because we don't care about instability. We need to get that. Like the instability is low enough. We have some wiggle room here to play with. And the stalwarts are difficult to come by and are expensive. Like a Boromax, I just don't like that. I mean, I don't care for the optimal charge rate. Hold on, did my stream PC just die? No? Okay. What just happened? Are we still live? Seems we're still live. You're live. Okay, thank you. Okay, so here's my thought. If we instead of the wave shift, I mean, we could use the Boromax, and that would just dump that resistance, and we're gonna be home free, right? But the problem is, I don't really mind the slower charge rate on when we are in the window. That's just, I mean, yeah, sure, I'm gonna have to sit for twice as long. It's gonna take forever to fill up, but that doesn't really. It's not that much time that is gonna take, and it's only on the first crack. It's not gonna be the subsequent cracks or anything like that. But the -50% to window size, that worries me, because that means we're gonna be. I mean, that's gonna hurt. And the second best is that wave shift at -40. But that alone still only takes us down to 48% with a focus in there. We got a nice big window size, but still. People are saying they're having good luck with the Lancet. So if we use Lancet Torpedo, let's try to delete these here. But that minus to that window size. So, okay, you guys said in chat that you have been having success with the Lancet and Boromax. Yeah, the stalwart is also dangerous, right? Because you have that overcharge rate plus 200%. Like, you have to be careful or that thing's gonna blow up very, very quickly. So it's a gamble running with the stalwart. I'm thinking, why don't we go helix with focus, brand, and focus brand and Bormax. What if we did this? Now we're down to the same resistance as we have on a Lancet head, but only we use a helix. Instability is that, which is good. 18 is good. Very, very slow to fill up. And then this one is how much? Minus 50% also? Yeah. That's a very small window to hit. Now I know we're not getting any penalties in terms of overcharge rate or anything like that. But it would get us down. It would get us down there. I think I'm gonna try this one as well. And then we do not have the resistance on the fragments, but that's fine when we have a bigger window. So focus and brand modules on the mining laser. Have you got a third or doubling one of the above? You've got 3 slots on the helix. Yes, I got 3 slots on the helix, but I'm running brand times 2 because I have to use a brand module. So okay, so let's say I come back from a trip. If I only have one brand module fitted, I come home from a trip and I have 1 charge left. The 1 charge is not enough because I have to use a brand. I have to have a brand module firing whenever I hit the green zone, because otherwise I'm not gonna get those 75% reduction in that instability, and it's just gonna fluctuate all over the place. So that's why I've decided to go with double brand, so that I can always have I would at least carry 6 charges with me, which would be 1 full and 1 with just 1 charge left. So at a minimum I'll have 6 charges with me. And that should be enough, I feel like. So here we are less than half of the resistance as we were before. The only, so wait, the brand and the, if we say that the brand and Bormax are fixed, we have to use those 2. Then it's really only the focus module we can play around with. But now that we're using a Bormax, could we do something else? %6 to resistance. %10 on window size. That's gonna mask not much, is it? We could go back to the Vaux module instead. Just to try and compensate for that small window. So if we go with the Vaux module. The Vaux had -10 to instability and -4 to window size. Yeah, minus. So here we just get the same. That gives us a little bit more. And here we get minus 10%, right, on instability. Yeah. How much was that? 18 down. Yeah, it's okay. You just move a little bit from resistance over there. I mean, we managed it with 50 with the wave shift. We managed it with the 50, right? So that was okay. This one is nothing, and then what's the drawback? Oh yeah, nothing there, nothing there. I think actually this would be a preferred build, at least something I want to. What was the modifier for the Rieger module? Consumable module, I assume. No, sorry, it was right there. Ah, missed it. Plus 2 window size minus plus 2 window size and plus 2 resistance. I think the Rieger. I don't think the Rieger is necessarily a good choice because that 10% on the window size is going to be so little that I would actually rather have that. I mean it's gonna be yeah, it's a little meh. I'm not sure we're gonna go. We're gonna go out. Gonna go out testing again. I'm just really gonna theorycraft a little bit because almost midnight. I think this would be a good helix build. Should we just quickly look at the Lancet? So the torpedo for charging up. What's our issues here? We need to drop that resistance. So what do we go? Boromax. Did I do the vouch wrong? Window size -4. I forgot that. What's the difference between torpedo and search? So hold on, let's find the consumables here. So the torpedo down here, you can see it just reduces the resistance with 20% and also the charge rate with 20%. So it just cuts 20% off the resistance. However, the search modules, it adds 40% charge level. That means you fire the search and it's fired. You can see here the duration of it is instant, whereas all the others, actually apart from the rim here, but the others have a duration. So it's a buff. It's an ongoing buff, right? Whereas the search module, when you fire that, it fires a big surge of energy hitting the rock, and the charge level jumps up 40%. And the search module, of course, can be, if you know how to use it, it's a super strong module. It's hard to find, but it's a super strong module. Brennan said a good combo would be a Lancet, 2 stalwarts, stalwart and 2 wave shifts. Yeah, but okay. So here's okay, hold on. If we the problem is if you go stalwart, 1 stalwart, 2 wave shifts, right? You have about 60,000 credits attached to that rock, right? And that's kind of why I'm a little reluctant to use more than 1 mining device. I mean, we could some of the cheaper ones here. I probably wouldn't go double Boromax, as we would have pretty much no window left. But there's nothing preventing you from potentially using 2 cheaper devices if you wanted to. My point is just, as you saw here, I lost my wave shift on this run here, right? And that meant that that was 19,000 that's taken out of my profit. Now, a haul like the one I just came home with maybe 200,000 credits refined. And that means I just took 10% of my profit and lost because that waveshift module died. If I'm running a stalwart and I'm running 2 waveshifts, I'm not losing 10%. I'm losing 30% of that haul if they all die. And that's why I'm a little more about using that many modules, because they do take up some, like, yeah. And I know they won't die all the time, but it can just be a bit of a pain if you lose them. And especially because the stalwart is hard to find sometimes. So if we can't get both modules at the location we're at, and we constantly lose them, we have to go and bring in more. That takes time. We have to go down to Area 18 to buy them or stuff like that. That also takes time. So ideally what I want to use is I want to try to, at least for the consumable modules, so for all the... Stop. So for like the brand modules and the Boromax, I think those are both available at Argel 1. And that means I can replenish them there should I lose them. But I can't remember what was available there if both Stalwart and Waveshift was available. But if they're not, then we run out, we have to go to Area 18 to get more. And I would really like to avoid that. That's why I'm kind of liking this build here. Oh, right, we hit the like goal. Let me get some. That means we're gonna set up a discount code, and I need to have suggestions from you guys in chat. What should the discount code be today? Hit me up in chat while I open up so I can set that code up for you guys. Stalwart and Waveshift aren't at Argel 1. Hold on, what do we have at Argel 1 then? Which one is sold at Argel 1? Tough Rock. And Dongle suggests server crash. Go gadget. Oh, I'm just quickly here. So Optimax, Saber. Oh, Saber and Bormax. Okay. Yeah, if you apply the laws to all the mining runs it was used on, it's not as big of a hit to your income as losing on the first go. No, but that's it. I mean, losing it in the first go is of course worst case, right? They are both pretty good, yeah. Okay, we have some suggestions. We have server crash from Dongle. We have Tough Rock. We have Go Gadgets, and we have Grind as suggestions. I don't see anything over on Twitch just yet. Let me go and find the store. Discounts. There we go. Okay, I think we're gonna go with I'm just gonna go gadgets. I like that one. Let's see here. Gonna make a stream discount. Go gadgets. And just gonna give you a 10% discount. And we're gonna keep that as always. Gonna keep that discount code up until the end of the live stream, and then we're gonna take it down. So you can now, it should now be up and running. That means you can now go to d2astore.com. You can check out the merchandise there, and if you're interested, you can use the code GoGoGadgets for 10% off. Here we go. It's in chat. Boromax gadget with a Pharrell module. Boromax with a Pharrell. Hold on, don't get that. Say that again. Boromax gadget with a Pharrell module might also crack, but the Pharrell consumable. Yeah, but we need that instability for the from the brand module. All charge rates minus 50%. Did I put that in on the brand module? Yeah, I did. And it's minus 25%. Okay, good. I don't know if they changed anything with the instability. Did the prospector recover from the server crash? Let's find out. Oh, that's Vegas Pro. Like, old habits die hard. Oh god. Okay, hold on. That's gonna take a while. It's a very big video file in this project, so it's just give me a second. Oh, there we go. It loaded that in. There we go. Fitty. Yeah, let's log in and see if it survived. Sneak peek. Yeah, it was the next Howard episode that was in the works. I was actually done. I haven't rendered it yet, so there's that. If the window size is large, does lower stability even matter? Not really. I mean, if you get a massive window, then we can handle the instabilities. But I think so. Usually, what I've been used to is mining at a 25% instability with a 140% window, because that's the mining I usually do, right? I actually go up to 27% here. So that's kind of the benchmark, right? So if we have half the size, so you can see here we have half the size. We also need to half our instability. So ideally, now that we have more than the half, right? Yeah, here we have more than half our window size, but we haven't halved our instability. So this is a little bit more difficult to mine than what I'm used to, right? Because window is more than half the size, but the instability has not been dropped to half of what it was before. And the charge rate is also, I mean, I'm used to 56, and now we're down to 45. That's not too bad. I don't like that it says area 18. I mean, okay. Okay, hear me out. Why I like this build. The 90% resistance, right? That is only an issue when we are dealing with these massive 8,000 mass rocks. When I find these like 4, 5, 6,000 mass rocks, I don't think I'm gonna need any modules or any gadgets. I think I can make do with just go Helix, Vaux, Brand module, like those three. So I end up with these stats here, right? That's gonna get my instability nice low. I'm gonna keep that nice and high. And yes, my resistance is still at 90%, which is high. But I think I have the power in the Helix to power through those rocks. But only when I get to those really, really big rocks. I'm forced to go out and bring out a Boromax module that can lower that resistance. Yes, it's going to take longer to fill up. Yes, it's going to have a smaller window. It's going to be a bit of a pain. But when you get through it, that is, of course, also the payout at the other side. Yeah. This is running on Helix. My Lancet build I haven't really worked on down here. But this is all Helix. Yeah, we are in area 18. Oh, we went to area 18, we swapped the ships out, then we went to Lyria, and it never registered us docking. So that's why we're here. I'm just gonna go see where it is. Just gonna go and see if the ship survived. I don't think it did. The fact that we are here means that that thing is probably gone. Orders stored. Let's see. We know how the power transfer into the rock is calculated. Like for the Helix, the power transfer is 2300. Yeah. What does that mean? So how much for the buyback? Not much. I think it's like 10-20,000. It's not bad. Okay, so I don't know. Oh, there's a tram here.
Tram now leaving the station.
Okay, so I don't know for a fact, but here's my thoughts of how I think it works. Right? I think that the laser hits the rock, and then the resistance removes some of that power. So let's say you hit it with 1,000 power, and it has a resistance of let's just say it removes the 50%, right? So there's 500 power left that then hits the rock. But the rock will then also dissipate heat away from it. So the rock, let's say that the rock is capable of dissipating 700 energy units away from it, or power units. It should be power since it's energy over time. So let's say that it can dissipate 700 energy units. So if you hit it with a laser, then even though that you reduce the resistance to 0, if the base power level of your laser is too low to overcome the natural heat dissipation or energy dissipation from the rock, then you're never going to be able to crack that rock open. Unless you can, like, without taking search modules and stuff like that into effect. But that means that's why I'm considering to going over to a helix head. Hold on. I'm just gonna check something, actually. I'm just looking at the impact. High instability, that's not good. That could be solved. Maybe the impact would actually be... Hold on.
Our corp is proud to bring the universe closer together. Our corp, investing in tomorrow's futures.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Just gonna see where my ship is. It is in Stanton, so that is Gaunt's.
Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Thank you for visiting our corp, Stanton's capital.
Please visit us again.
I gotta put it into storage.
To the ASOP Vehicle
No,
Retrieval System.
claim on it. Just popped it in. That's interesting.
Please visit us again.
Okay. But can we agree that the impact might actually be good? I mean, it's I like an impact too on my mole. I do combo builds for cracking and cleaning up. So usually have a co-miner body to join me. So we have okay, should we just quickly do an impact check here? Insert row. Impact. So impact has minus 25 resistance and plus 10 instability. So that's minus 25 plus 10 instability. Then it has window size, which is plus 30, which is almost the same as the Lancet. So window size is plus 30 there. And the charge rate, you can see out here on the buffs, it has a plus 20% charge rate. So that gets a 20 there. Which is the same as the Helix, only that the Helix has its all charge rate. So it also has it like here. Should put that in there. And there's nothing there, there's nothing there. Lance's debuff is all charge rate is minus 30. And the armor has nothing, it's just a vanilla laser. Hold on. Okay. Let's make an impact build down here. So minus 25 on the resistance, meaning we're down to 75 here. It was plus 10, so that's 110. Here we had 20% on the charge rate, so that's 120. And for the window size, we had 30, so that means we are down to, or up to 130 there. What happens if we just do the exactly same thing, but we do it, like take all of those and just like plop those in there? So hold on, let's look at this. Our window size is bigger. Our charge rate is the same. The instability is a little higher, but the resistance is lower. So, okay, but the question is now, with the impact with this company, it was just the same thing, but it's not necessarily the best. But in this situation, we end up with a slightly better resistance. That's going to compensate for the power. And instability is then going to go up, but we're also going to get a bigger window. This is going to be difficult to mine, though. But again, it doesn't mean that this is the best option for the impact. We're going to need to get that instability down. And that means we're going to have to, again, the same rule applies here, where we're going to need the brand modules. So let's just get rid of that. Let's get rid of the Vaux. And, oh, let's move that one up there. Okay. So that means now we have decent charge rates are fine. Windows is nice and big. All we have to do now is figure out, so how are we going to get that resistance down now, right? Can we have already used up our active modules, so is there any passive modules we could put in? So passive modules to get our resistance down was the focus, right? Oh. Let's just censor this. And here we got a 4% increase in the stability. 1.04. All the others here were the same. Like so. And again, so now compare this line, compare line, what is that? 33 here, right? So go ahead and let's highlight it. Compare that to that, because this is where we're comparing right now. If you compare those, noticeably less resistance, and this is like, we should have plenty here to compensate for the slightly smaller power output. Instability is higher, but we have a massive window. Is that instability plus? No, it's not plus. This is 28% of the original value. So all these are percentages of original. So whatever the rock is when nobody's touching it, there's no modules on it, then these are percentages. So that means we're down to 26% of the rock's original value. We're down to 67, like 2/3 of the resistance as it was when we got it. 130% window size, nice expansion there, and 90% of the overcharge rate. I mean, again, yeah, it's more unstable. No. Will this be the final exam? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'm interested to see, like, even without modules. Even without modules, I'm sorry, without gadgets, I'm interested to see how far you could push this compared to this. Yeah, me too. But we could do the same thing as we did up here and say, if we're really having problems getting this thing cracked open, we add a Boromax, right? Again, that's almost twice as unstable, but with only a slightly bigger window. So that's probably not good. I don't like that. I don't know. I just like the Boromax. That 50% of the window size is brutal. If that was 25, it would have been okay. 50 is brutal. Especially because there's no bonus to instability on the Boromax. If it had either some of the bonus to an instability or less of the... It's... But again, remember, so, okay, if we could get a wave... I know we can't get wave shifts out there, but if we could transport some wave shifts in from Area 18... Let's just try it with a wave shift on here instead. Okay, so what's the wave shift like? The wave shift is that one times 0.6. And it is that one times 1.1. That one is the same. And that one is that one, whoops. That one times the 25% bonus, 1.25. This is good. Like, these are really, really pretty stats. And what happens if we put the same thing on the impact head? Less resistance, more, twice the instability basically, but a massive, massive window. Same charge rate. I'm liking the Helix more. I prefer to like a more stable laser than... And I mean, I think the resistances here between the Helix and the impact, they're gonna get outweighed by the slightly more powerful. Yeah, but this is a sizable window for sure. But you know what? I like this. But okay, so what is it we gain from using this? Because I don't think we really gain that much in terms of how big of a rock we can crack, because that compared to that, I think, yeah, this has a higher resistance, but the Helix has slightly higher power versus the Impact, which has slightly less power, but has less resistance, or lowers the resistance further. I think that's going to outweigh each other, maybe to within a few percent, right? So I don't think you're going to gain much. And since, yes, you're going to get a big window, but I don't think that double up on the instability is worth it. So I'm actually leaning towards that Helix build here. Yeah, and it's not even a 30%, it's 30% points, but the actual difference between them, No, that's not right. You're gonna need that one divided by that one. So the actual increase, so you get almost twice the instability for a effectively, let's round that up to 18%. For an 18% increase in window size, you get twice the instability. And yeah. And I don't think that's worth it. I think that those 18% is not worth it for that extra, for like how unstable that impact head's going to be. So I'm gonna stick with the original, like, let's go Helix. Like, let's go Helix. It's gonna have the power, and we can mine with just the Vaux and the branded modules for all the smaller rocks. So that's everything up to 5,000 and 6,000 mass. Just like don't need the wave shift on it, because remember, as soon as we bring out the wave shift, we are essentially putting 20,000 credits on the line. We can be lucky on 90,000. We can be lucky and retrieve it, and it's gonna survive. But only in the cases when I find those 7,000-8,000 mass rocks where I might begin to struggle, then I'm going to actually put a wave shift on it. That's going to do two things for us. First of all, that means we are not going to burn as much money with them. And secondly, we don't have to ferry as many of them. We don't have to go to Area 18 all the time to pick up new ones. We can fill up our backpack, go back and just dump 8 of them. We can carry 8 of them in a big backpack at once, right? 7 inside the backpack and 1 fitted on the outside. So we can carry 8 of them back and just stockpile them in our station inventory in Archive 1. And then, again, only use it when we find those big rocks. And then whenever you go down to Cell, where you're going to go to Area 18 anyway, you're just going to take a swing by Dumper's Depot, buy some more wave shifts, and then bring them back so you have a nice stockpile of them out at Archive 1. That's going to be my recommendation, I think. I'm going to have to test it. But it wasn't this... Isn't this exactly what we just used, actually? Or did we use another module? I think this was exactly what we just used.
Thank you for visiting Arcorp, Stanton's capital of commerce. Whatever your transaction, we wish you a beneficial and prosperous stay.
Wasn't this what we just brought out for our Helix, Vaux, and Brands, and then a wave shift? This was exactly the build we'd just been mining with. And yeah, okay, so the point was we were struggling a little bit with those bigger rocks, but we were able to crack it, right? But again, we don't need the wave shift every time. Yeah, that was why we experimented with the Boromax, because we were struggling a little bit with it. But we were able to crack it open eventually. And that was pretty much as bad as they get in terms of size. I'm gonna stick with it. I think it's a wonderful build. Can we do something with the So the deal with the Lancet head is just get as much get the resistance down as far as you can, basically. Because the instability is fine on the way on this one. So actually fitting a wave shift here. Could we go Bormax, Torpedo Bormax maybe? Because I'm gonna need a Torpedo, a Stampede, and then one other. I can potentially fit a module in there that could help me. What is the module that reduces resistance? That is the Focus. So we go plus Focus here. times that's the same there. And then if we really get to a rock where the lancet head is struggling, we could go Boromax, I think, here. Because we have a relatively big window size already, but let's just try with the wave shift, just because wave shift is an absolutely awesome module. Oh, cancel. But now we have a massive window. Could we actually just spend all the money and then go wave shift and Boromax? Oh, that's just the wrong place. Ah. It goes here. I need an empty line here. There you go. Optimal charge. And then we have that one, is that one times 0.5. I mean, yeah, we get the resistance down, but we get... That's not right. Not 2.5. Just 5. We're gonna... That optimal charge rate is gonna be terrible slow. Window's gonna be relatively small. I don't like the Boromax. I just don't like the Boromax. Every time I put it in, it's like, nah. I would actually go with this for Lancet. Simple. If you get a bigger rock that you can't crack open with just the focus module and a torpedo, then I would just say, like, smack that wave shift on it, and then you can probably get this thing up to. I mean, you could probably push up to 6,000, maybe a little bit more on this one. But you're not going to be... I don't think you're going to be able with this laser to go all the way up to those 8,000 rocks. But that's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. But I'm really liking this build here. And I think that's the one I will be experimenting with a lot more. But I will be putting out a video. Again, there's already people like asking me in the comment section, so when do you make a video on using mining gadgets? These things take time, because if I'm gonna go out and make a video recommending a specific build and understanding the mechanics, it's gonna take some time. But I also promise you, not tonight, Dungle, it's too late. Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is. Someone in chat says that it seems a lot less risky compared to the normal like Stampede search combo. I agree. And with it, I mean, even here, like a 10% resistance. We dumped that resistance. We dumped it way down. So there's a good chance you're gonna be able to crack some decent rocks here. And again, this needs to be tested. I need to do some runs with this. I need to actually see if there are. Like, how big of a rock can you comfortably mine? Where is the thing I need to figure out now, as the most interesting, is where is the limit? How high can I go before I have to pull out those wave shifts? Because I think my gut feeling says that I can probably push 5,000 to 6,000 mass without pulling out the wave shifts. But in order to get those like 8,000 mass rocks, then I have to use this. But I think Cube Compensate mining build, exactly. It's the same thing. I mean, it's the same thing when I did my Cube Combo build. It should be. For those who don't know, I did a build in Elite Dangerous called the Cube Combo, which is a PvE combat ship, and the ship is designed from the ground up that you can put that ship in the hand of even a novice pilot, and they're going to be able to fly it well. if you put it in the hand of an experienced pilot, it's a good ship. It's a really good ship. But even a novice pilot is going to be able to fly that ship. And it's kind of the same mentality I'm going with here. That even... I wanted to try and do something, but even an inexperienced miner can take this mining build. And they can go out... and they can begin to crack even larger rocks without blowing themselves up in the process. I'm gonna do all the blowing up in the process as I'm testing this. Don't worry, but I wanna like lower the entry point. But yeah, the next thing I need to test, and this is just gonna take a lot of time, is I need to figure out where is the limit. When do we need to progress down and put that wave shift on it? How far can we go? How big mass can we go to without the wave shift? And that's just gonna take some time and a lot of mining. So stick around for on the channel, because I promise you that like within maybe it's gonna be a month, but at some point I'm gonna put out that video and I'm gonna share all my findings and I'm gonna do my recommendations, and I'm gonna do recommendations both for like a Helix build as we have here. I'm probably gonna recommend a Lancet build as well, for the people who may prefer to have that little bit extra safety, because this one here, right? This is safe, like big window and nice stability if you put the wave shift on there, right? It's gonna charge forever, but this is safe, right? Actually, I just need to put these two because you're gonna have to swap over to the Stampede as soon as you hit. So there you go, right? As soon as you hit the window, the green window, we don't need as much resistance. We can drop bit resistance because we don't need to charge up, just to be stable. And you put the Stampede on there, then you have that fast charge rate, you have that massive window. Yeah, the instability is there, but with a window of 175%, I mean, that's that big. So I'm basically going to make these... Last thing I want to do is I want to go back down here, and I want to take a look, I don't like the impact, on an Arbor build for people who are new, right? So when we have people who maybe just got it, maybe they have a rendered, prospector where they cannot change the laser on it, so they are stuck with the Arbor build. We're going to have to find a build for those guys as well. And I don't even know where to start with this. Like, where do we even start? Should we... Okay, just very quickly. I have to try it now. So, Arbor laser. What do we have? What are we dealing with here? The Arbor has some decent power, actually. But that's about it. So, I don't think we're going to be aiming up for the super high massive rocks, but I would like to get that resistance down and with the instability as well. So what can we do? Yeah, we need to address the instability, I agree. But here again, I'm becoming a real fan of just like, hey brand module, can you just like go? There we go. Because that charge rate, fair. The Arbor has one module slot. So we can only fit one thing. And I think I would use that for the instability. Because it's cheap. The brand modules are cheap. And I don't... If it's a new player, they likely don't have that much money. So I don't want to have them use a mining device where they don't have to.
I really don't...
So I'm going to say Arbor with brand. And this is, of course, they're only going to fit one. If they run out, they run out. Too bad. I think you can add modules, yeah. Gonna have to check that, though. So that pretty much solves our instability issue. So that means for modules, we're going to have to find... Okay, so what are we going to have to focus on here? We're going to have to focus on keeping that window size open, simply because, again, we are dealing with new players here. They need that help they can get. And the best way to do that is, once again, just wave shift. So, like, get a brand module in the one slot, Get a wave shift with you. That's going to lower the resistance to 60. Nice, stable, big there. Decent charge rate still. This would be a decent armor build, I think. Yeah, it only has one slot, but we can. The wave shift is a mining gadget. We can slot that. That goes on the asteroid. That is the build that a new miner should go with, I think. There's some decent stats here. Yeah, the charge rate's down to 75%, but who cares? Wave shift is a gadget, exactly. So that one goes on the rock, not in the laser. That's a good question, Dungle. Dungle's asking if the slot on the laser is locked. Yeah, I need someone who does not have it because I don't want to rent another one. I have 2 of them already. Okay, someone in chat who does not own a prospector. If you wanna help me out, could you at some point go rent a prospector, go and buy any module? It doesn't matter if it's a consumable. It doesn't matter if it's a passive module. Just any module. Buy a brand module. They're dirt cheap, like 5,000 or something, and try to slot it in and see if it will allow you to do that. You've brought one, yeah, but you can't. You need to have somebody who can rent one, and then get a hold of me on Discord. You can find that at discord.d2a.com. Just because I'm curious if you could. Can you rent them if you're? Yeah, I can. I might have to go and just rent one for a day and test it out. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should just go and rent one myself. Then I'm just gonna have a third one for a day. Then it's gonna be gone, I guess. But it's confusing. Yeah, I agree. But I'm gonna have to jump to bed because it's almost 1 a.m. now and it's a work day tomorrow. But for builds, I think we came up with 3 very, very, very good builds today. Like the Lancet with Torpedo, Stampede, and a focus passive module. So Torpedo for charging up, Stampede when you hit the top and you're gonna to fill up that window because, well, bonus, it's gonna do it fast. And this Helix build, I like that. That was actually good. Anyway, video will be out at some point. But for now, I hope you liked today's video of today's live stream because I'm gonna call it for today. Remember, I like the Helix the most. Me too, because of you get that range up to those 6,000 or 8,000 mass. I like that build a lot. But as I said, it's gonna be it for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Do remember there's still the code called GoGoGadgets. You can use that at d2astore.com. That's going to give you 10% off any order you make there. And I'm going to keep the code up for a bit, and then I'm going to pull it down in like 10-15 minutes, something like that. So if you want to go and check out the merch store, you can find it at d2astore.com. Host of links in chat. If you're interested, you can find a Discord server if you want to participate in this testing. I would love if some of you guys would build these builds as well. Go out, test them. Let me know what you like. Which one of these builds, the Helix or the Lancet, which one did you like the most? I really like your feedback. So if you want, go PM me on Discord with your feedback, which one you think is the best after you tried it out. And also, if you have other suggestions, if you feel like there's another combination of modules that are better, then yeah, do let me know. But as I said, that's been for today. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Hope you had as well. Until next time, I'll see you guys in space.